Hello everyone and welcome to part 12 of the Metroid Prime 100% walkthrough. Yep, so this time we are going to go and grab ourselves the Ice Beam. Yeah, definitely one of my favorites, I guess. It does have a very about that, so yeah. Anyway, if you want to replenish a few missiles, there are definitely a lot of shriek pads up here, and they usually give some pretty good missile drops. But also, in addition, there is a nice little missile expansion up here, so just bomb it and you can grab that. Also, why we didn't grab it earlier with the bombs, because we did not have the space jump boots. Once again, if you decide to go and get those early, then that can be a very useful thing. Yep, missed one. Yep, so we're going to head back to our place where we got our energy tank earlier, and from there we are going to instead now head up the Spider Ball track and move on into a deeper part of the Chozo Ruins. Now, a lot of speedrunners, I've done this strategy myself a little bit, except for the fact that I am terrible at navigating out of bounds. What you can do is you can go after the Ice Beam first, and grab it that way without the Spider Ball, and it involves a pretty tricky out of bounds section, I guess wall crawling is also what it's called. But there are a lot of ways to get up the Spider Ball track. There are a few different jumps you can do, ghetto jump. You can also, there are a few different strategies just to get up there. I'm just going to use the simple one and just roll up. Just know that that works. So you want to be careful because these blocks disappear, and be quick, and you should be good. So yeah, just jump on over and get in this North Pole tunnel. And I think it's now directing us towards the Ice Beam because we were a little slow. Yep. And there's the Ice Beam. So yeah, we're gonna go and grab that because we definitely need the good old-fashioned Ice Beam, even though it has a very slow firing rate. But it is it's quite useful. So here we're going to pick ourselves up, though, another missile expansion. But I want to quickly go over the lore here, just to, let's see. This one talks about the Enchanted One, okay, the Cradle, and, let's see. Okay, yeah, so now I'm remembering. I just wanted to give you guys a little extra lore on the subject. So these ones talk a little about the Chozo's ability to see the future, mostly. So the Chozo are very good at, like, being in the universe and stuff, and their peaceful harmonization has allowed them to somewhat see the future. I don't really know how that would work, but the Chozo brain is apparently a very powerful thing, and so they figured out a lot of things about seeing the future and the future events of the universe. So they had that going for them, and with their poison situation and them dying out slowly to the creatures like the Sheegoth, which are now becoming bigger and fiercer, you know. So from being nice, docile animals to being dangerous. So that was what was going on there. And so basically with the whole crater thing, they saw Samus coming as a great and powerful warrior who was coming from their own pack, pretty much, who was going to come and save them. And so that's exactly what we're doing. We're here to save the Chozo. So I do like in the Prime series, though, how Samus just goes above and beyond in all her missions, just for the fact that she never kind of leaves a race, you know, stuck with just problems. So like in the Prime series, she always goes the extra mile to help everyone. That's definitely something that's pretty cool, I think. Especially for someone that's just, you know, pictured as a bounty hunter, even if she is kind of more of an employee than a bounty hunter. Yeah, but if you want to know here, just I'm gonna do this just for the sake of it. Right here, there is a missile replenishing station. You're not gonna see these things very often, but when you do see them, I recommend you go and grab them because they refill your ammo. I'm not sure what the case is with power bombs. I believe they also refill power bombs, but I'm not completely sure on that one. I know the ones in Echoes do, though. So I believe this is supposed to be your first Chozo Ghost fight. That's why they only give you one. Oh, and he redirected the beam. But, you know, I just got my missiles replenished, so it doesn't hurt too much. And here we have the Chozo statues. Those are definitely a part of you know, Super Metroid and all the Metroids really, where you originally just found these Chozo statues, which would just hand you the power-ups. But in Zero Mission, of course, they also restored your health, which I think is obviously pretty cool. And throughout this game, though, if you're wondering if you don't want to go and collect the Spider Ball in the North American version anyway, yeah, I keep going back to that, but there's a way around having to collect the Spider Ball at all, which is, it's pretty sweet. There are a lot of different styles of jumps you can do, but at the end of the day, if you're doing a 100% run, you might as well just grab everything in the first place. Someday I might just do an 80% run, or maybe just a 21% run or something, just for the fun of it. But yeah, I leave that mostly up to speedrunners. I'm not a huge speedrunner, but yeah. So here we go. Just get back in the arms now that we unlocked the wave beam kind of slot. So this will allow us to head on up this way, and this will bypass the force field. So I'm not really sure, though, how the Chozo knew about the force field, because the space pirates are actually the ones that put it there. But, you know, whatever, right? Just go with the flow. Yep. So you can roll past here and then unlock this force field. Just know, though, that we are going to be back there in just a minute. So, yeah. Now, this part's a little bit tricky, but if you want to get the fastest way up to that ledge, and you're playing, once again, mainstream version of the game, what you can do is you can get on top of this stone toad, just like I was previously there. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. So you just get on top of the toad, and then you can perform a ghetto jump off this pole onto the top area there. It's a little tricky how to explain how to do a ghetto jump, but you can watch a pretty easy YouTube tutorial on it. But for the sake of everybody else, I am going to teach you how to do it the old-fashioned way of just using the water. Just know that it's annoying because you may run into the stone toads. But this is also what will help you get up there faster. So you just want to aim for that one's mouth, and then you can grab yourself the ice beam. Yep. Well, sorry, wrong side. Yeah, I got a little confused there for a second, but we'll just head back over here. Got a little turned around with the explaining the ghetto jump, but yeah, that's the save station, not the ice beams right there. Okay. Grab ourselves the ice beam. Now, originally in the North American version of the game anyway, that's the one I'm most familiar with and has the most glitching speedrun stuff, whenever you get a new beam weapon, for sake of time, it automatically equips it. So for some speedrunners, they decide it's a better idea to start by just taking, going through the screens and going with it anyway, just so you can get the beam equipped, so everything's a little bit faster. But we're going to go back here and fight about 3 more Chozo ghosts. Yeah, the reason we're doing this is because energy tank. And I need say no more. I keep forgetting they're invulnerable, so for that second. Okay. Maybe we'll fight them the old-fashioned way. Just dodge around. As soon as they try to escape, you can knock them back. It's a little tricky. It's not really that hard to explain it. But what happens when you can do that is when they're trying to run away, you can just shoot them, and so they can't run away, in essence. So they're just they're trapped in this little block. That makes them pretty easy to defeat. Once again, though, the super missile is the fastest way. He got away. But the lock thing is definitely a good technique. This one's got a lot of health. Once again, I just normally use the super missile. But yeah, so they're all going, and it may seem weird though, since I haven't explained this yet. Why again would Chozo ghosts attack us, right? I mean, we're from the Chozo, we're a friend of the Chozo, why would they attack us? Well, that same Phazon energy, which has, like, corrupted the planet and everything, and changed all the creatures, has also corrupted the remaining images of the Chozo ghosts. So the Chozo ghosts are basically just in these areas that have the artifacts. So whenever you're around an artifact, you'll basically have to go and fight them. And the reason is because they, missed that jump, because they're now corrupt remains, and so they still fill out the Chozo's will of sealing away the center of all Phazon corruption from the pirates. It's also like the X-Parasites in back in Metroid Fusion, because in that respect, the X-Parasites were sought after by the Galactic Federation, who were after them for using them for bad purposes, because if they ever came toe-to-toe with them, they would lose. Like in this situation, when the pirates are going toe-to-toe with Metroid Prime and the Phazon, that would then get released out of here, and this place would become like a new phase, and the planet phase from Metroid Prime 3, and anyway, everything would go badly. So just the case with that. Anywho, we are going to leave though and head back to the town overworld and get back to our ship. And along the way, grab a quick missile expansion. This little path is definitely a useful one. If you would prefer, though, you can actually head on to the Phazon mines right now. I may actually choose to show you how to do that next time. I'm quickly just going to grab a save here and end this part, but there's a little bomb jump trick you can do. It's quite difficult, but you can get over the gate in the area towards the Phazon mines. You can go straight there right now if you want to, which I might actually do. So I'll consider it, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.